guys, it's me, the Diamond Heart, and I'm here with our first tutorial, how to draw video. I'm sorry if the footage is a little bad. Like I said back in my Minecraft videos, the footage is only on my iPad or phone. But I'm sure at some point we'll get a GoPro or something that will work much better with the YouTube footage. As I saw throughout the hours of the day, you guys loved my time-lapse video. We officially have over 100 likes on it, and it has the most views I've ever seen on my channel. It is almost at 3,000 views, and I got a lot of more subscribers, which means I'm thinking you guys really like this art thing. So like you saw for the cover of our video today, I'm going to be making Zelda in a very, very advanced version that I hope you guys really like. You can probably see like an outline of it right now. That's because the original picture is under it. I know you guys won't be able to have the original picture under it, but not all tutorials, I'm gonna have to admit. Some tutorials do have their pictures under it, so I guess this tutorial today is gonna be one of them. And hopefully you guys enjoy this video, so I guess let's just get right to it, and I'll try to keep the camera as straight as possible. So first, I definitely think that we should start with the head. For how I like to say it, once you get one part of the body done, it's a lot easier to get every other part done. So let's start with like the part where her head meets her hair. You can just barely see the outline of my other picture. So this is kind of going to be where her hair meets. It's going to go up. And again, at the end of this video, I will definitely be sure to show you guys, because last video apparently I forgot to do so, I'm going to show you guys what the end result will look like. This video, we are not, unfortunately, going to color it. We are only going to sketch it out. If we get enough likes, and we can get up to 35 subscribers, I will do a tutorial on how to color this picture in. Okay, now let's get to the part down here. It's the bottom part of her head. I'm turning the paper a little bit. We're going to do it like a nice curve. There we go. So it almost looked like a V at first, and then you just kind of want to give it a curve. If I go inside of my little pencil bag here, pen bag, it's like miscellaneous. We can erase this little extra line here, because it's 100% not needed. There we go. Now that we have the head outlined, we might as well attach the ears. We'll give the ears detail later on in the video. Give it a nice, quick turn. You want to bring it up like a hill and back down to where it connects. Again, we're going to do the details inside the ear later, not right now. Then the other one, we can start by right here. You're going to give it almost a U-turn. You want to bring it all the way up, curve it around, give it a few bumps for design, and connect it. Perfect. Now let's outline the top of her hair here so it doesn't look like some bald head. We can go here and we're going to give it just almost like a hill and connect it there. And now let's go to the other side. Again, you can always pause the video. And then you can almost see this starting to come together. Obviously, you can probably see the outline of the mouth and the nose right now. We're not working on that part at the moment. Now let's give the hair some design. I always like to remind myself if I think I'm failing at one of my drawings, I always remind myself it's going to be good if you give it a chance and finish it. Now right here, I'm just going to give it like a nice curve to split the hair for both sides of the head. There we go. Now let's move the paper a little over here. We're going to get her hair where it's flowing in the wind. So to get about this point of the ear, you want to bring it down nice and gently. Almost curve up to where it gets to this little point here. I'm going to come about here and connect it. Then we're going to do the same thing, only this part of her hair is going to cut out of the paper. Then about here, we'll bring this down. And curve these both outwards. We might erase this line later. Don't know officially. And that's one side. Once we get the details of her arm, we'll figure out where the rest of the hair goes. Now let's go to the other side of her hair. Slight curve it down. Right here, there's like a petal. So let's draw that petal. Curve down. Back up. To where it gets to a point, you want to curve the point. Back up. Now we're going to get it to connect to the middle here, and then we're just going to continue. And as you see what we just did there, this makes it look like it's folded. We're going to continue with our hair. So there we go. Perfect. Again, let's get some details in her hair. Over here, the details will be different, and that's in a coloring tutorial that we might do. It depends on the subscribers and likes that we get on this video. If we can get up to 35 subscribers, I will be doing a tutorial. Now we're coming down here. We're just going to kind of make her shoulders and her neck. Now, we're going to do the same thing. Reconnect it. Now, I'm going to stop that right there and bring it down, and here's why. In my picture right here, I'm going to be putting the word Zelda in this area, and this is going to be the letter D. So we're going to put that in near the end of the video. Now we almost have our main outline. There's one thing we're missing. We're missing her hands and her face. Then we'll get the extra details like her necklace in. So we want to bring it like a slant. Then we're almost going to bring it down. To a nice little curve. Now we're going to go up, almost give it a straight kind of soft line. Continue to bring it down, almost in a curved shape. Now you might think that this looks a little awkward. Sure, it probably does. That's because this part goes here. And I'll explain this later. Maybe I might even have to erase that. That might have been a mistake. Now, let's draw her fingers. want to get these two lines both curved upward. And we can do it again. Now I'm just getting random designs from this, and I'm kind of bringing it down to shape. You might slowly see this starting to come together. There's one finger. Now, of course, I'm sketching this off, this one. So every once in a while you may see me bring it up and look at a design that I might have missed, because I want to make this video as accurate as possible. So that you guys can get an accurate picture. So what this is right here is a slight little motion up, and then you want to almost slightly hill it down. This is not one where we want to go straight down. This one's almost softly like a hill, because this is her finger. And from what it looks like from the picture, this goes a little more straight, and then it comes down. We're going to almost curve it in a bit so it looks rounded. Now this may look a little awkward as we speak. There's only 2 fingers. In the actual picture, you can see there are 3 or 4. So let's fix that. About right here, we're going to curve this. We're going to start creating a finger on the other side. So this is like almost a U-turn here. And you want to bring it up. To where it connects right here. Now let's connect this. We're going to give it a slant, and then it's going to connect. This part's going to go about the halfway point of this little mark here, and it's going to curve. And slowly, you can see her hand is forming. Both of them, really. Also, I'm about to explain this little awkward thing here. I'm sure it's kind of confusing. So you can see her hands in the picture, and then this part right here, just a nice curve. We're going to connect that curve here. And what this is this, something very special. We're going to connect this part here. And you might start seeing this whole thing come into shape. We're going to give it another little triangle right over here. If you guys want me to zoom in the video, then please leave that as a suggestion in the comments down below. Now we can go over here and give it a curve. And this is where her bracelets are going to be, her golden bracelets. You can see there's a line right here. And we have her fingers. If I look over here, there are no more designs. Actually, maybe we can, yeah, there we go. Now that we have that done, let's get her face in, because I'm getting kind of tired of not being able to see her face. So for her smile, she's just slightly smiling, not much. Give it a very, very, very soft kind of dent. Now we can curve this in, and this will be her nose. Maybe give it a bit of shading over here to really bring out the design of her nose. And we'll erase it later and replace it with color. Now let's come over here. Soft curve. Bring it down. Curve. Down. I don't want to mess up something. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm going too slow. Eyelash designs. There we have that. Now let's make her other eye. I'm going to bring it almost as if it were an upside down triangle. Okay, let's fix that a little bit. I messed up in the video, no. Then we'll kind of connect it. There we go. Pretty similar. Believe me, this is going to look a lot better once we actually like shade it in. Now let's give her eyebrows. Again, mainly this whole video is going to be pretty much her eyebrows. Now let's turn it sideways so it's a little easier. We're going to do about the same thing. And if you look at it, you can almost slightly see it coming together. We'll give a bit of detail over here. Now her ears, because it's kind of freaking me out without her ears. Not gonna lie. Go over here, we can get some design in, so maybe let's get... We will add in that design, and if we look into the picture... Yep, it curved. I thought it did. It curves up over here. There's almost a... There we go, and then we have like one of her ears done. And the other ear is just blank, which is... That's wrong. So if I quickly look at the design... Last time I'll need to look. There we go. There we go. Now you guys are probably wondering, actually let me fix this while I'm talking. You guys are probably wondering, what about her necklace and her dress? What about how about a few more designs with the petals? We'll get all into that in a second. Actually, let's just get into the necklace right now. I'm sorry if this video is completely terrible, because this is my first time ever making a tutorial video, and I don't know, I just really want to try it out. It just looked like so much fun. There we go, so, yep, so we're going to erase this one a little bit. Don't copy that bot. I'm going to bring it down to here, and then this one's going to come down into the hand here, so it's almost going to connect into her arms. Now what we're going to do is we're going to erase the backs of this so that it no longer connects to her shoulders. Like it shows in there, we're just going to curve this up to the points. Make this one a little longer. There we go. And now we're going to attach them to these little circles that connect her necklace around her neck. Now obviously this doesn't fully look like her necklace. And this is why. Look at that. If I hold this up, you can see these squares. Okay, let's make them. Straighten this out a little bit, actually, while I'm over here. So I'm going to be looking back at this every once in a while. Again, I am a little disappointed myself that I don't have the time to show you how to do that big poster from last video. But, I just don't have enough time. That one actually took me those 2 weeks, each a few hours. And I couldn't finish it all in time then because we were doing lots of things with the family. So I decided to record some little bits of it and speed it up a bit in a time-lapse video, but apparently I forgot to change my settings with the time-lapse, and, well, I couldn't really fix it, so it went a little too fast. I'm sorry to those who saw the video was very, very, very laggy. Or not laggy, I should say. A little too fast. So for these little bars that are around her necklace, they're just like little rectangles. I mean, down for this one, let's do like a little short here. Yeah, there we go. There we go, there's that one, and then 2 more. This one's a little different. This one you want to slant, and then you want to bring it down. Like that, so if you were to put a line here, it would seem like a little triangle. I'm going to erase that. Detail's kind of important to me. There we go. And you can see there's one more after that, but this one was a little skinnier, so I'm going to erase that. There we go. And then there's one more. Now, you guys will probably agree with me. I think it's about time we get that dress in. So let's do exactly that. I'm gonna make this line a little straighter. Take a quick sneak peek. Okay. So I'm gonna put like a little bit of a mark right here. This is where it's gonna start on that end. And this one's gonna start over here. Now this one probably looks a little weird, so I'm gonna make this a little more sticking out. So it actually looks like our hand is bending. We're just gonna kind of bring it down softly. And then you can see her shoulder and her arm is forming over here. Now let's go to this side. You're just gonna wanna softly bring it down to the point where it fades out in the picture. Okay, now that we have that done, so this video has been awfully long. Let's design the bracelets. So you can see her bracelets right here, here, and here. I'm going to darken these a little bit so that this time I will not have to look back as much. You can slightly see what I did there. So we're going to bring this down. Peek. So here, that's all we're going to need on that side. Look how easy that is. We're just going to make that into a triangle. Oh, wait a minute. That's what these extra lines over here are for. I knew this one seemed a little skinnier. This one's also going to have this part to it. And we're going to erase this little line that connects it because we don't want it connected. There we go. Maybe we should make this one a little wider too, because that makes this one look skinny. There we go. We're going to make the tiniest little line here, and we're going to almost bring it down to where it's this little tiny triangle right here. This adorable little triangle. I'm going to bring this up, and we're going to make this into almost like a little rectangle coming up. Dang it, I made that a little too long. There we go. And we're going to add this extra little design over here. And there you have it. That's like the main outline of Zelda. But I'm going to add in the actual word Zelda in here, mainly because I like it there. It just gives it like the detail that I want, or at least that I think is amazing. So let's start making that Z. I'm gonna make 2 lines coming down this way. Now we're gonna make this straight. We're gonna softly curve it, make that straight. Then we're gonna go up, slant this up to connect it, and that's where it's gonna start forming the E, where it's just gonna align with it. Then we're gonna make these straight lines again, connect that up to it. And then for the actual design in this Z to look like the other end, we're just gonna, just like the other end, make it look like a triangle. Now we're gonna make these straight lines for the E. And this is gonna go across almost the whole thing, so we can just make that big old straight line. This is gonna connect the E, L, and the D together. We're gonna come down. And these are mainly just all straight lines here. Just a bunch of little straight lines. We're gonna go softly here. Gonna connect it. Down, and then this one's gonna come up. And this one's gonna be fairly easy, because this is the L in Zelda. This is just gonna connect to a triangle that comes down and then connects to the D. I know what you're thinking right now, it looks like a W, but what if I did this? Oh, it's a change of events. And then that will connect that part of it to the A. We're going to curve this A up a little bit, then bring it straight down, and then we're going to connect it here. And connect it. I can't remember, I might have done something wrong. No, I didn't, I just forgot to add this part. And then we're going to add these 2 little lines, and then we're going to get this eraser. This eraser is obviously too big, so if I go into here, this is part of like a cake eraser. It's one of those puzzle ones. I really like cake erasers. Put that back. We're going to get this little tiny little tip point at the end, just so we don't have to erase too much. Just going to make it go straight through. And now I think we should add in one more detail into this picture before we wrap up this video. We're going to make this seem like the actual design for Zelda. Yep, I know exactly what I need to do. You can come up here. You're going to make it seem like an ice cream cone, and then you're just going to connect it. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Oh, dang it, I did it wrong. Oh, no. There we go. And then in the middle, so you can see there's like a little baby diamond. So let's get that diamond in there. There you have it. That is a tutorial on how to sketch Zelda. And I will definitely add in more details later. If you guys want to know how to color this thing in and make it look even better, let's try to get up to 35 subscribers. If we can get up to 35 subscribers, then I will do a tutorial on how to color this in just like the one under here. And just like I said, I'm going to show you guys. If I lift this up, there it is. That's what we're going to color it to look like. Look at this. Who wouldn't want this to be colored? If you guys want this to be colored and learn how to color it yourself, please subscribe, leave a like, and a comment on what you think of this tutorial video. Again, this is my first time, so sorry if it wasn't that good, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye!